Well, finally the day has come when the flagship iPhone 16 is up for grab for the customers, and we are coming to you from the Apple Store here in Saket, from the national capital. And this line you see behind me actually talks about the craze and the kind of bandwagon iPhone carries when it comes to their flagship mobile phones, when it comes to their accessories. In fact, on 13th of September is when the pre-booking began, and today is finally when the customers are actually able to get their phones in their hands. In fact, since the beginning, we've been seeing how people have been queuing up in the lines since morning. In fact, people have been queuing up for the last 24 hours, 21 hours, 18 hours to actually get their phone in their hand. In fact, interestingly, iPhone this time around, there are three salient features when it comes to the iPhone 16. The number one, the iPhone and the iPhone Plus, both are made in India. And in fact, the prices, if you talk about of the iPhone 16 series, is less than of what the 15 was offered at. And in fact, it is due to the import duty cut which has been made by the government in this very budget. Well, like every year or any other year, the kind of bandwagon we actually witness for the Apple products, it's not alien to India or in any part of the country. Well, we hear jokes about them, we hear a lot of things about them, but one thing is clear. The kind of crowd you witness at the official store, be it the BKC Mumbai store or be it the Saket store, it is unbeatable. In fact, let's go to some customers who have been lining up for a very long time. What are you going to buy? क्या खरीदने वाले हैं? और क्या what you had pre-booked, and what is the idea this time? Comparison you have done of the previous iPhone and this iPhone. What do you think is there?
मैं इस वक्त 16 Pro खरीदने जा रहा हूँ, और जो पहले था और अब थोड़ा इन्होंने चेंज किया है, जो कि कैमरों को लेके, और थोड़ा इन्होंने क्या कहते हैं यहाँ पे कोई ऑप्शन दिया है कि कैमरा शटर उसको यूज़ कर सकते हैं। और पहले के आईफोन से इस बार कुछ ज़्यादा खास तो नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी हम आईफोन के दीवाने हैं तो आएंगे ही।
What is it that you people line up? आप लोग लाइन में आते हो, आप इतना कहते हैं ना, एक मेहनत की जाती है फ़ोन को खरीदने के लिए, वो तवज्जुर है, क्या रहता है एप्पल को लेके मन में?
बेसिकली ब्रांड है, ब्रांड नेम है, एप्पल का नाम चलता है। सो भैया जैसे ही लेटेस्ट आईफोन आता है तो हर साल हम कोशिश करते हैं कि पहली लाइन में आएँ और परचेज़ करें। इस साल भी आईफोन 16 मैंने बुक किया है। So
what phone you have booked? कौन सा बुक किया आपने?
iPhone 16 अल्ट्रा मरीन कलर।
ओके ओके। What about you? आप कौन से प्रोडक्ट के लिए हैं यहाँ पे?
iPhone के लिए आया हूँ, iPhone 16 Pro of course, डेजर्ट टाइटेनियम, एंड रीज़न यही है कि उसमें न्यू फीचर्स हैं ऑफ कोर्स, कि नया जो चिप है एंड कैमरे के लिए, तो इसलिए हम लाइन पे लगे हुए हैं।
कितनी देर से वेट कर रहे हैं?
About an hour, I guess.
About an hour. So well, this is what we talk about. When we talk about Apple, there are two things. The number one, if we go by the larger view, the number one is obviously the brand which the Apple carries, and the second one is the camera. Obviously, that remains a talking point every year. This is the Apple Store in Saket, in the national capital. Well, the bandwagon will continue for the Apple products, as we know. But this time around, people are actually quite elated. First of all, when talking about the price points of the entire series of the iPhone 16, and also the kind of features this time iPhone offers to their customers. Well, let's see how things pan out when it comes to the reviews from the customer. But one thing is clear, with the kind of crowd which we witness every year at the Apple Store is quite exceptional. And in fact, given the popularity of Apple, this very crowd keeps on increasing every year or every alternate launch, and this very store has actually witnessed a lot of product launches, and this one is too very special because this is what they're talking about when it comes to the flagship iPhone 16 series. And the crowds are actually decluttering. If we talk about the crowd we have seen from the entire day, from the beginning of the day, but still a lot of people are still waiting to get their phones in their hand because they've been waiting for it for a very long time. And there are some customers also who are actually trying their luck to get their iPhone without pre-booking it, because most of the customers are getting their phones who had actually pre-booked on the 13th of September. So if there is stock left, if they have phones left with them, then probably you can get your phone in your hand without pre-booking it.
With Apple launching its iPhone 16 version This is the second time that we see that Make in India iPhone products have been launched right here at the BKC store. You can see right from this morning there were huge crowds. In fact, there's a huge queue right outside the Apple store, and this continues in fact until afternoon. There are people who've been waiting for 21 hours, for 16 hours to get the new iPhone 16 series of phone. When you speak of the features, particularly in this very iPhone 16 series promises the biggest screen that comes to 6.3 as well as 6.9 inches of screen for the Pro models. In fact, apart from that, the Apple devices also speak of Pro motion display technology, and of course the camera of iPhone is something that's being spoken about, particularly when it comes to 48 megapixel fusion camera. All of this is something that those who are diehard Apple fans vouch for, and that's what they've been waiting for hours right here to get the new series of Apple product. Here, when you speak of the color range, in fact, it was the hues which had dominated the market until last year. Now it comes to 16. Ultramarine, teal, pink, white, black is something are the colors that are being offered for iPhone 16. Whereas when it comes to Pro, the colors that are desert, natural, white, black, all of these are the colors that are on offer when it comes to the new range of the iPhone product, and which is where you see some of these enthusiasts they've gathered. A similar kind of a scene was witnessed last year around the time when iPhone 15 was launched, particularly because it was the first time that Apple had its store right here in BKC, was where we'd seen some more crowd, but situation does not seem to be any different a year later as well. Some of these enthusiasts who've gathered here, we try speaking to some of them and understand what they've gathered here for. Hi, so are you an Apple fan? Which is, are you here on day one?
Yes.
How do you change your phone every year? What is it? What is it?
No, ma'am, every 2 years or 3 years.
Okay. And what is it about iPhone 16 that you're looking forward to purchase?
So basically, we are upgrading for the camera.
Okay.
So it has better camera. So that's why we are here.
Okay. And what is one feature of the iPhone that you really like?
It's camera only, ma'am. We love the video quality and the camera features. That's why.
Okay. Which was the last phone you had? 14?
Yeah.
Okay.
We are using 14.
Okay. So here we see that some of these people who are here for to purchase a new phone are particularly here because of the camera features, the security features of the phone as well. We in fact like to speak to some more people, understand. Are you upgrading from an Android to an iPhone, or are you an iPhone person?
I'm an iPhone person only.
Okay.
My whole family members use iPhone only.
Okay.
Yes.
So which is a previous iPhone that you have?
15 Pro Max.
Okay. So are you upgrading to a 16?
Because he already have the new features.
Okay.
That's when I'm excited to see the 16 also.
Okay. For how long have you been waiting in the queue?
From last 3 hours.
Okay. And do you think the buzz is worth it, waiting for all these hours?
Yes, 16 is everything. If I want to wait for 5 hours, I can wait for 5 hours also.
Okay. And what are the features that you look forward in 16?
The AI features is there, camera feature is there, and A18 is there.
Okay.
That's why I'm waiting for the features only.
So like you see, there are several people who've gathered right here to get their new series of iPhone version right here, and some of these people have waited for 3 to 4 hours already. In fact, early this morning when the store just opened, there were people who had been waiting for 16 to 20 hours to get their new iPhone model, and the buzz continues all throughout the day considering the queue that we see.